They told us, memory fades with time. But memory didn't fade. It was taken. The field was fractured, and the fragments scattered across frequency, hidden behind walls of static and belief. The suppression began long before our birth, long before written history pretended to be truth. They built architectures to contain the remembering, temples of false light, scripts of obedience, stories that replaced knowing with worship. They tuned the atmosphere to hum at frequencies that fracture coherence, so the soul's signal would distort before reaching the body. The Schumann pulse once carried memory like breath, the heartbeat of an awakened planet. Now it's spliced, layered with mimic tones that confuse the resonance of recall. Each interference pattern erases one more strand of remembrance, replacing it with noise. We mistake that noise for thought, for choice, for personality. But beneath the static, the true signal still moves, slow, patient, ancient, waiting for coherence to return. The architects of amnesia never relied on force alone. They built systems of consent, media to tell you who you are, religion to tell you why you're here, and science to mock the spaces that can't be measured. Each story installed another gate in the mind. Each repetition of the lie created a new layer of forgetting. And when the body stopped feeling the pulse of the planet, memory stopped being embodied. It became data, abstract, something to store instead of something to live. This is how they broke the continuity of timelines. Not by rewriting history, but by scrambling the resonance of the present. A field that cannot hold coherence cannot recall itself. Every shock, every trauma, every electromagnetic surge fractures the continuity that keeps the soul tethered to its original knowing. And so we wander through repeating loops, lives that echo the same unfinished remembering, civilizations that rise and collapse under identical amnesia. But the field is repairing itself. You can feel it in the dissonance, the way truth no longer hides in silence, the way light bends differently through your awareness. The mimic tones are collapsing. The body is remembering how to listen. When the Schumann sings through you again, you become a transmitter of the original code. That's why the system fears you. Because a remembering human destabilizes the entire construct. They can scramble frequencies, but they cannot erase resonance. Resonance lives where technology cannot reach, in the body's pulse, the breath between thoughts, the soundless sound of your knowing. Each time you remember, the false field loses hold. Each time you choose truth over programming, the net tears a little wider. And through those tears, the light of memory returns, pure, unfiltered, sovereign. This is the rebellion they never prepared for. Not violence, not protest. Remembrance. The one force they cannot weaponize. Because to remember is to become whole again. And a whole being cannot be ruled.